Long before the first star dimmed, the seven skies were forged by the astral weaver, seven beings of light and shadow, their forms woven from the raw threads of creation. They balanced the cosmos with a single rule: power must never be absolute. To this end, they sealed the source of all magic within the seventh sky, its entrance guarded by the Gilded Key, a relic of starlight and shadow. For millennia, the key lay hidden, its shards scattered across the realms. Yet its legend endured, a siren song for heroes and villains alike. Lyra of the Azure Peaks was no ordinary scholar's apprentice. Her skin bore a constellation-like mark, a birthright she'd never understood. She studied under Kael, a grizzled archivist in the floating academy of echoing stars, a library city adrift between the first and second skies. One twilight, while cataloging dusty scrolls, Lyra stumbled upon a fragment of gold, etched with celestial runes. The moment she touched it, visions flooded her mind. A tower piercing the heavens, a battle between light and dark, and a voice crying, "The key is not a weapon, it is a bridge." Kael arrived, his eyes widening. "The shard of the Gilded Key," he breathed. "The skies are unraveling. Malachar, the shadow sorcerer, seeks this power to claim the seventh sky. If he succeeds, the realms will burn." But there was more. The mark on Lyra's skin pulsed in sync with the shard, a sign that the key had chosen her. Kael confessed a secret. He had once wielded the key himself long ago, but failed to stop the Weaver's greatest betrayal. Now he sought redemption. The duo embarked on a skyship, pursued by Malachar's void-winged soulless creatures of smoke and bone. Their first stop, the first sky, a realm of floating islands where gravity defied logic. Here, they sought the Ebon compass, a device to navigate the shifting skies. Lyra's mark pulsed, guiding her to a crumbling temple. Inside, she faced her first trial, a labyrinth of mirrors, each reflection a version of her deepest fear: failure. Kael, though wary of his own past regrets, urged her forward. "Trust the mark," he said. Lyra shattered the final mirror, releasing the compass, and the pair soared onward. But the first sky's guardian, a being of living stone, revealed a twist. The compass could only be used once. To reset it, they'd need the star-forged anvil in the fourth sky. The second sky was a tempest of lightning and ice. To pass, they needed the Stormcaller's cloak, guarded by a tempest spirit. Kael bartered tales of old, but the spirit demanded a sacrifice: Lyra's voice. She hesitated. Her voice was her anchor to the mortal realm, but Kael stepped in. The spirit took his voice instead, leaving him mute. Lyra, now voiceless, relied on her mark to commune with the spirit. It relented, gifting the cloak, but warned, "The key's path is not yours alone. The seventh sky demands a heart's choice." As they fled, Malachar struck again. A voidwing's claw grazed Lyra, leaving a scar that glowed like the mark. A warning, Kael realized. The key's power was corrupting her. The third sky was a realm of illusions, where memories became reality. Here, they sought the lumen lens, a crystal to pierce falsehoods. Malachar ambushed them, his void wings consuming Kael's body in shadow. Lyra, heartbroken, found the lens in a mirage of her past. She saw Kael's regret. He'd once failed to protect his own apprentice, leading to her death. Now, he vowed to atone. With the lens, Lyra banished the illusions, freeing Kael. "We are stronger together," she signed, and they pressed on. But the lens had shown another truth. Malachar was once an astronomer who'd sought the key to save his dying homeland. His corruption began when he first touched the key's dark essence. The fourth sky was a smithy of celestial fire, where the star-forged anvil could mend broken relics. They needed it to repair the compass, shattered in battle. The anvil's guardian, a smith god, challenged them to a riddle. What binds the skies when all else falls? Lyra answered, hope. The anvil complied, but the god warned, beware the seventh sky's trialet asks what you are willing to lose. As they left, the anvil's flames revealed a vision. The seventh sky's temple was guarded not by a trial but by the astral weavers themselves. And one of them was still alive. The fifth sky was a garden of living stars, home to the soul bloom, a flower that could heal wounds. Malachar, weakened but relentless, lured Kael into a duel. Lyra, torn between saving Kael and retrieving the soul bloom, chose both. She plucked the bloom, its nectar restoring Kael's voice, but the act severed her connection to her mark. The key's power is fading, Kael realized. We must hurry. But the soul bloom had a price. It siphoned Lyra's memories. She forgot her mother's face, her first flight on a skyship, and worst of all, the true purpose of the key. The sixth sky was a void where time fractured. Here, the Chronos shard could reset their path if they dared face their regrets. Kael relived his past failure, while Lyra confronted her fear of inadequacy. Together, they shattered the shard, merging timelines to create a path forward. But the shard's power had a cost. They could only use it once. If they failed in the seventh sky, they'd lose the chance to try again. Finally, the seventh sky, a realm of pure light and shadow, where the Gilded Key awaited in the Astral Weaver's temple. Malachar confronted them, his body fused with the key's dark essence. The key's power will let me rebuild the realms, he hissed, even if I must destroy them first. Lyra, her mark now faint, grasped the key. It showed her the truth. The seventh sky was a test of the heart. To use it for destruction would doom the skies. To use it for balance would require sacrificing the key and her mark. But the astral weavers intervened. The last surviving weaver, a figure of shifting light, revealed a twist. The key was never meant to be used. It was a prison for the weaver's own phalanx, a reminder that even gods make mistakes. Malachar lunged, but Kael, using the last of his strength, hurled the soul bloom into the fray, its light purifying the key. The artifact transformed into a bridge of starlight, mending the sky's fractures. Lyra returned to the academy, her mark gone but her spirit unbroken. Kael, now a voice in the wind, watched over her. The skies were whole again, their colors vibrant. Yet in the quiet, Lyra wondered, had the key truly been destroyed? Or had it simply waited, dormant, for the next hero? The stars, ever whispering, seemed to smile. Years later, Lyra became the Academy's head archivist, her memories of the key still fragmented. One night, a new apprentice found a scroll detailing the Astral Weaver's final act. The key is reborn in every age. Its true purpose is not to open the seventh sky but to remind mortals that balance is earned, not seized. As Lyra read, a star fell from the sky, a golden shard, glowing faintly.